Good morning, children. Before going into the today's topic, let us recap what we have learned yesterday. Yes, we have learned about adjectives, right? What is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes or clarifies a noun or pronoun, right? So here it tells something more about a noun, of what kind it is, of which kind it is, which color, texture, shape, taste, size, sound, number, like how many it has, weather, like how the weather is. It is whether it is windy, rainy, clear, dry, wet, hot, cold. It says about our feelings also, whether you are happy, sad, uh, like glad, shy, whatever it is. So it says more about a noun. It describes the noun. Now let us see. Today we are going to learn about adverbs. What is an adverb, children? An adverb is a word that describes a verb. An adverb can tell when, where, and how. So, yesterday we have seen about adjectives, right? What does an adjective describes about? A noun. Here, an adverb describes about a verb. What is a verb? What is a verb, children? A verb is a word that shows action. So, action words are called as verbs. Whatever action you do, it is a verb. Let us see examples. Jumping girl. What action the girl is doing? She is jumping. So, jumping is an action word. So, it is a verb. The baby sleeps. So, sleep is an action word. So, sleep will be verb. The man eats a burger. Eat is an action word. So, eat will be your verb. So, not only these, we have, let us see more examples. Like blowing, sleeping, skating. So, usually we have words of many types. Any kind of action you do is a verb. It can be run, crawl, bark, dance, talk, swim, jump, skip, read, ride, write, sleep, sit, stand, run. For example, what am I doing? I am teaching. So, the word teaching is a verb. What are you doing? You are listening and you are watching. So, the word listening and watching are verbs because those are actions, right? You are doing an action. And what you do? Like you sit, stand, write, read, all these are actions. Whatever action you do, that action is called as a verb. You are sitting, so sitting is an action. You are standing, standing is an action. You are holding a pencil, so holding is an action. You are holding the book, holding is an action. Understood? You are writing, so writing is an action. You are reading the words, reading is an action. So, any kind of action word is called as a verb. Not only these, like you are smiling, so smiling is an action. Understood? You are smelling, smelling is an action. You are watching, watching is an action. Or you are seeing, seeing is an action. Anything, children, any kind of work you do is an action. All action words are called as verbs. Let us see few examples using sentences. She is painting. She likes to paint. She is painting. What action she is doing? She is painting. So painting is a verb. She likes to paint. Here in this sentence, she is a pronoun and paint is a thing. Okay. So they are describing something about a pronoun. What they are describing? She likes to paint. Understood? So paint will be your adverb. Next, she is riding, she is skating, she is reading. All these are actions. So all these are verbs. Not only this, children, for suppose if I ask you, what are you doing? I'm thinking. You might answer, I'm thinking. So the word thinking is also an action. Thinking is a word. So thinking is a verb because you are doing some work. You are thinking. What are you doing? You are thinking. So thinking is a verb. So an adverb describes a verb. It tells when it happened, where it happened, how it happened. For example, yesterday, outside, softly, always, carefully, slowly. All these are adverbs, children. For identifying adverbs easily, we can look for ly words. The words that end with ly will be adverbs. But not all ly words are adverbs, children. Let me tell you. Here, if you see, what kind of questions we need to ask to identify an adverb, children? When, where, what, how, right? So, adverbs can be identified by using verbs. Adverbs can be identified by using adjectives and also adverbs itself. So, let us see for verbs. In the first sentence, I will call you tomorrow. When will you call? Tomorrow. So, call is a verb. Call is an action word, right? Now, to identify an adverb, we need to ask the question, when will you call? Tomorrow. So, the word tomorrow is an adverb. Next, we played outside. What is an action word in this, children? Played. So, played is an action word, means it is a verb. Where you play? Outside. Where do you play? Outside. So the word outside is an adverb. Understood? So here, if you observe the word played, it will be of different forms, right? Played, play, playing, or will play. Okay. So these are the tenses: past tense, present tense, future tense. Don't get confused. For example, let me tell you a sentence. The same sentence, we played outside, it is a past tense. For present tense, I'll play outside, or else I'm playing outside. It will be the present tense, playing. Now she is playing. I will play outside, will play. Still she is not playing, she is going to play. I will play outside, I'm going to play outside. Understood? That is your future tense. The action which did not happen. Played. Already the action is over. Playing. Now the action is going on. Will play or going to play. The action will happen in future. Understood? So here actions will be of different forms. Did, going to do, will do later. Okay. Don't get confused with all these children. The tenses, the all these tense forms you will be learning in your next classes. Only thing is concentrate on the verb. It can be past tense, present tense, future tense, whatever it is. Just concentrate on the verb, the action word. Next, in what way? He selfishly refused to share his toys. What is an action word here? Refused. Okay, let me reframe the sentence for your clear understanding. He selfishly refused to share his snacks. Okay, this is the sentence which you usually use when you are in the school, right? Here, what you complain, teacher, she is not sharing her snacks, or he is not sharing his snacks, right? So the same sentence is being written here. He selfishly refused to share his toys. Refused means not agreeing. It's an action. No, I won't give you. No, I don't give you. They'll be saying, right? So it's an action. Refused is an action. How she refused? Selfishly means she want to eat her snacks by herself. She doesn't want to share her snacks to anyone. Understood? So she is so selfish. Next, to what extent she frequently asks her parents for money. Okay, let me rephrase the sentence for you. She frequently asks her parents for pencils or erasers, which you usually do, right? So, what is the action word in this? Ask. Ask is an action word. You ask with your mouth, right? Next, how does she ask? She frequently asks. Frequently means regularly. She regularly asks for new pencil or eraser. Understood? So, how is she asking is also an adverb. How is she asking here? Frequently. So, the word frequently will be your adverb. Understood, children? Here, as I told you, adverbs can be identified using adjectives. Like, Emma is extremely tall. Emma is a noun. We are describing Emma like using the size word tall. Emma is extremely tall. How tall she is? Extremely tall. Understood? Extremely tall. So the word extremely will be your adverb. Next, for other adverbs, how we need to identify? She washed the glass dish very carefully. Otherwise, let me reframe. She the Okay, let me explain this sentence itself first. She washed the glass dish very carefully. What is an action word here? Washed. Washed is an action word. How did she washed? Very carefully. Here, very is also an adverb. Understood? Carefully is also an adverb. So, we are explaining carefully using one more adverb, that is very. Understood? Very carefully. It is very important for me. You'll be saying, right? Important is first of all an adverb. You are adding one more adverb to explain that how important it is. Very important. Right? So, as I already told you, not all words that end with ly are adverbs. If you see, for verbs, multiply, apply, reply, all these are verbs. It's an action. Multiply, you do an action. Apply means doing something, it's an action. Reply, you answer with your mouth, it's an action. So all these words are ending with ly. It doesn't mean that they are adverbs. No, they are verbs. Next, adjectives like lovely, ugly, friendly. All these words end with ly. Means it's not necessary that all these are adverbs. No, they are describing something. It's so lovely. No, this shirt is so ugly. Shirt is a noun, and you are describing that shirt like with using the word ugly. So ugly is an adjective. Lovely is an adjective. She is so friendly. She is a pronoun, and you are saying she is so friendly. Friendly is an adjective. So by this you might have understood that not all ly words are adverbs. Okay, if at all, if you have find any ly words in the sentence, just check out whether they are action words or they are adjectives. Okay, or else they are describing any kind of verb. Then only you just identify the adverb, children. Next,